What's up, everyone? Back with another video. This week is a deload, so I don't really have any lifting to do because I deload very poorly. Because I don't have to like push myself or anything like that. I don't end up doing it. I end up just chilling out, throwing more. If I do deload stuff, like I'll program like 3 days of lifting, and I might get two done. I might just do one and kind of like fizzle out, especially like in this point of the season where I'm cutting my accessories down. I'm not doing really any accessories. So, but this is the start of like kind of my peaking phase, kind of building up to the next two games that I have coming up. Um, so for we're starting with like a lot of Braemar throws, a lot of standing non-reverses. I think that's hugely important in order to build like a big, Braemar throw and a big like open stone. Um, they went decent right here. I'm throwing the 16-pound ball. Later, like I'll bounce back and forth between the 16 and 20. Just trying to change the weight, change how I'm doing it. I'll do that later in this training cycle. I'll switch more towards the heavier one. Um, but the Braemar tosses this day, like they were okay. The ones I did reverses on were like hot garbage, and that's kind of to be expected when you just do and you're not used to doing a bunch of non-reverses. You just keep hammering and hammering, hammering that non-reverse, and then you go to try to like switch your feet, do an actual reverse. It takes some kind of getting used to being able to like flip flop and back and forth between those. I'm not quite there yet. I do it. I'm trying my best, but then we did some open stone throws. They were whatever. Not too excited about them. They went decent, very consistent. But here, this is actually really new for me. I'm doing the heavyweight. I'm using a strap. I've used a strap like briefly. Never went to like a whole training practice with it. I've done a couple throws here and there with the strap. Wasn't too big on it. I didn't like it. But on this day, it actually worked out really well. I felt like I had like a good long like clean grip on it. I was able to move like reasonably fast, and which is something I've been missing a lot with in the heavyweight is I don't feel like I'm moving fast enough because like I'm trying to hold on to it, but that strap really like cuts out that like variable, and they all went consistently far. They're all like at like 37, and for me in practice, like that's really good. That's really nice. And granted, I had like the training aid, the strap, but it made me feel pretty good. That if we can put some speed on it, things might work out. But I did the same thing with the lightweight. I used a strap on this. The lightweight didn't work out. I did not like it. Every one of these throws were like hot garbage, and it's just because I couldn't get like, the tension right on that strap. Um, I wanted to just stop and like take my hand up and throw normal, but I didn't. I kept fighting it and trying to get that strap to work for me. Um, but so I learned, right? I will just continue to use it for the heavyweight at certain points in the training cycle. But here we go, another day. I think I only got like two training days this week. That one and which would be this one. That makes two. Again, with the standing non-reverse, you got to be able to like push that hip through and you know push on the ball. This one is also with the 16. Um, in this practice, I'm really trying to focus on using my left side and like kind of like I don't know. I guess what the proper term would be. I say like I'm throwing my left side open and just like trying to get some more rotational power by you know as I'm twisting my foot and pushing my hips forward, is like throwing that left arm to get like a big chest, big head up. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Is just really being mindful of like throwing that left side, and I'm throwing my arm like sometimes high, sometimes low, sometimes I'm cutting it a little short. Just trying to feel like what works for me. But this like day using the 16 was actually pretty good. Most of them were at in around 40, maybe a little less on some of them. Um, but so I was pretty stoked on that. Then we did some heavy hammer. So this week, what I decided to do was do stones, heavyweight, lightweight on one day, and then stones, heavy hammer, light hammer on another day. Um, and just kind of throw both hammers and both weights on like, their respective days. Normally I'll do a stones, a weights, and a hammer. And but on this day I only took like, three or four heavy hammer pulls. The best was like 104 and the worst was like 99. So I'm kind of following the range that I figured I would be. Um, but I didn't want to take too many more with the heavyweight. I wanted more lightweight or light hammer throws. And the kind of thing I'm working on with the light hammer here is really countering that finish. I want my shoulders kind of like the back or my back pointed like towards the ground, head up, finishing like letting go of the hammer, like a shoulder height, getting that big tall finish. I kind of get it there a little bit. My best one of the day was like 127, um, which at this part of the park, it's kind of like flat to uphill. Um, Not bad. It's good. It was a good day. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Throw far. God bless.